The f is this? Vampire Hunter's Handbook. The Field Guide to the Paranormal. What the heck was that? Okay, so to prevent anything like the Hellraiser review from happening, I'm just gonna review Dracula, okay? Okay, hey. Yeah, so, with past experiences, I know what it's like to deal with the paranormal. I've dealt with them myself. Links in the description. So, yeah. To prevent all that from happening again, I'm just gonna review a Dracula, alright? So, yeah, deal with it. From the early 30s to the mid 40s, Universal made some iconic horror movies, and this was known as the golden age of horror cinema. This golden age was the beginning of many classic monsters, what should I say, introduction to pop culture, like Dracula, the Wolfman, and Frankenstein's monster. And of course, the first of these movies was Dracula. It was the first major on-screen role for Hungarian actor Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi had portrayed Dracula on stage, but never before on film. The producers of this movie decided to cast him as Dracula after they saw one of his performances. And another fun fact, Bela only learned English for his speaking roles in movies and plays, but he would later just adapt English as one of his other languages that he regularly spoke, like with interviews and stuff like that. But he learned through acting, so that's kind of cool. Okay, now back to the movie. The 1931 Dracula has been considered to be the best Dracula movie out there. The character of Dracula has been portrayed on film and on TV more than 300 times, which is outrageous. The character's first appearance on film was in 1919, but the earliest one that we can see today is Nosferatu, and I reviewed that last week. Link will be over here. So yeah, go check that out. Bela's performance as Dracula has been considered to be the best out there. And that may be true because he basically made up a character entirely. Like how he talked, how he walked, how he acted, his accent, everything came from Bela Lugosi. So yeah, that accent, the look, like the cape, all that came from Bela Lugosi. The movie has a look and a feel to it that was not recreated as much, or not as well. Many people tried, and many people succeeded, but other times it was a big failure. But Universal was the best at recreating this atmosphere in their movies, such as The Wolfman and Frankenstein. The movie was one of the first talkies, and for those of you who don't know what a talkie is, it's basically a movie with sound. And this movie can seem to go very slow because it's black and white, first of all, and it barely has any sound and barely any music. And it's because it was one of the early talkies. They're just experimenting with things, and it was a very good experiment. It's also pretty lame that my generation and probably future generations are not going to enjoy this movie because they don't like black and white movies. And some people refuse to watch black and white movies just because they're in black and white. And that's pathetic and lame on so many levels. And to be honest, I'd rather watch a movie in color than in black and white. Well, what I mean is, I'd rather watch a color movie than a black and white movie. But some black and white movies are very good, and Dracula is one of them. Just like I said, Nosferatu is one of them. Again, links over here. Like, if I'm watching a bad black and white movie, or once I find out that it is bad, I'll shut it off in a heartbeat. But with something like this, I would watch the whole thing because it's very good. And it's a shame, like I said before, that people in my generation and future generations will not be as fond of black and white movies as previous generations were. Okay, the movie's chilling. It has a great performance from Bela Lugosi, probably his best performance. Definitely his most famous. I don't think it's his best, but definitely it's his most famous performance. It has a great tone and a great look. It's an all-time classic, and I rate this masterpiece 9 out of 10. The only thing holding me back from getting this 9.5 or 10 out of 10 is that there's no such thing as a perfect movie, and another con of this, the movie just goes very, very slowly, and I don't really like it when movies do go very slowly. It's just very boring for me, and I'm sure for a lot of other people. Even though the movie goes very slow, it's only about an hour long, but it would seem like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So yeah, if you got time, definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. So thank you for watching Eric Loubert Horror Movie Reviews. Don't forget to subscribe, all that junk. There might only be a couple reviews left this season. That's because I was working on a movie a few weeks ago when school was still in, because I'm out of school now. But you can go watch the movie in this link below in the description box. It's gonna be the first thing you see, and yeah, go check it out. Watch it. I think it's a very good movie, and it's only 7 minutes long approximately. So I'd recommend checking that out if I were you. And yeah, tell all your friends about it. Share it on Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. So yeah, thank you for watching this. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, thumbing up, all that junk. And see you guys next week.